Good good morning and good afternoon wherever you are, or good evening based on which country, which county, or even which continent you are in today. Welcome to our YouTube channel. It's called James4 Courage. Today I want to highlight a few things that I have noticed going on in the East African region, meaning Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. I have seen many things, but I was shocked to realize that a female president, a head of state in Tanzania, can actually preside over torture. Not that torture can be allowed to be directed towards men, but when torture is directed to your fellow woman, a journalist from Uganda, who gave an ordeal that is unprintable. She spoke clearly how she was violated sexually. Actually picked up from a police station by thugs, handed over to criminals by a police station. Her crime, she's a journalist going to cover the proceedings of one of the politicians, I believe in Tanzania, who is trying to run for president. Politics aside, as humans, as humanity, as people, we must speak loudly from our comfort zones and say, this is unacceptable. You cannot have a woman, young lady, probably a mother, I don't know, claiming that objects were actually put on her rear end. The colleague, who is also a political activist in Kenya by the name Boniface Mwangi, also went through the same. I think you can see how they explain everything. That is unacceptable. You see, African leaders, and actually leaders across the world, they need to understand this. When you're in position of power, power has been actually been given to you by people. And when people understand, when they're doing that to you, they're actually seeing you as a servant who is there to serve them, who is there to attend to their needs as a community or as a nation. But when you turn around and now become a pain to them, to the people, when you become a tyrant, when you cannot hear any dissenting voices to you, then people wonder what can they do. I know most African people, most citizens of the continent of Africa, be it East, Central, South, or even North Africa, they have always thought that some people from their own tribe, for instance, the Kikuyus in Kenya will always think, probably, that somebody from their tribe will make sure that their life is better. A Luo would think the same. A Kalenjin, a Kamba would think the same. I'm of a different opinion. When it comes to civil rights and civil liberties, you actually don't have to have your brother, your niece, or your tribesmen, or your kinsmen ensuring that you enjoy those rights. No. You just require to pick leaders who really value humanity, who really value you. And that's why we have gone wrong from the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s. And even right now in the year 2025, we still go wrong thinking that tribalism is the one who's going to solve that problem. Going back to the story in Tanzania. The president of Tanzania, being a female, being a woman, must know that mothers are expected to behave in a certain way by nature. Now, when she really directs violence, especially to women, I saw also there's some lawyers who had gone across the border from Kenya to Tanzania to represent or even to participate in the court proceedings. They were deported back. Again, I'm neutral. But the call I have is for the citizens of this world. The call I have is for the citizens of Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Can we just be a good example and decide from now henceforth, we will use the power of the vote. We will not gonna depend on the power of the bullet. We're gonna use the power of the vote to actually make sure that we choose the right people who can represent you. Because whether you like it or not, even in the Bible times, people demanded that they need kings. But what kind of kings? Now you have an opportunity to actually vote and select those who can represent you. And those people who believe in the rule of law. And the people who believe in human rights and dignity. The real people are suffering in this region of the world, not because there are no resources. For instance, look at Congo. Very many resources are there, but we have always failed. So please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I urge you to do that. And the people in the diaspora, who are maybe probably in the eastern part of this world, who are in the western part of this world, those who are in Europe, and they have come from Africa, let's not be silent. Because this is our homeland, and everything you do, let me tell you, east or west, home is best. Let's raise our voices. Let's talk about these issues. Let's tell these tyrants, let's tell these leaders, let's tell these dictators that their time is up. And we can use the power of the vote, educate our people, and make sure that we can silence them and our people can live in dignity. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press that button and like it.